Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here with a familiar face if you've been watching us. We had a Zoom interview with him about a year or two back. Philippos Venetopoulos, who's the CEO of Variety Cruises. Now, what's Variety Cruises? It's really one of the best small ship cruise lines in Greece and beyond. And we're going to talk to Philippos about those plans and what he's doing and a whole lot more. There's a rebranding going on, just was instituted, and you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Philippos, first of all, we had agreed we're going to meet and do this live, and we are doing it in person, but we're not in Greece. This is not a good thing. We have to be in Greece, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're in New York.
We're in New York, and behind there's a little green here, so there's something going on. But we have to do this again, obviously, for next year when we actually will be back, have a backdrop of all the beautiful places you go to. But first of all, tell us a little bit about the history of Variety Cruises, if you could, because it's been around for a while, right?
James, thank you very much for the opportunity to talk and share our message. Yes, Variety Cruises started in 1949. It started with an idea of taking travelers around the Greek islands. It evolved to what we are today, which is one of the largest small ship operators worldwide. We operate in 16 countries, 4 continents around the world. And
it's always been family owned, right?
It's always been family owned. Grandfather started it. Father, took on the reins back in the 70s, 80s. And I took over from my father in 2020. Unfortunately,
the beginning of COVID, right?
Exactly. In the beginning of COVID, it was a really tough time for our family, for our business, because we actually lost my father. He passed away last June.
So I met your dad too.
I know. We caught up a little bit earlier, and it was amazing I actually saw your interview with my dad a few hours ago. So it's really nice to see, the dots being connected and being in this wonderful city and talking and sharing our message with you.
Absolutely. Now, actually, at one point, for some travel advisors who are old enough, you were originally called Zeus, right?
Yes, Zeus Tours and Zeus Cruises. Right. We first started, my grandfather started as a tour operator, basically, okay. And then we evolved into cruises and small ship cruises. Now we're a 360 vertically integrated business, which basically means we design boats, we build boats, we operate boats, we distribute boats, either through charters or our scheduled itineraries. So it's many businesses within one business, if you think of it.
No, that's great, and now you're running it, so this is great. Now, how many ships overall do you have for Variety itself?
Variety Cruises is a fleet of 11 ships. We manage 11 ships altogether, so they range from 10 packs to up to 72 passengers.
Yeah, and they're all very small, intimate, more boutique ships, right?
Absolutely. Our tagline has changed over the years, but one thing we know at heart is we're a yacht cruise experience.
And it is. I've seen your ships in the harbors in Greece, on definitely a lot of islands. I know that one. I know that ship. Now let's talk a little bit about where you go. And obviously, you started as a Greece cruise specialist, and you go all over all the small islands of Greece, right?
Yes, that's right. I mean, one of the challenging barriers we had as a business is to break that concept that Variety Cruises is not just a Greek operator. Yes, Greece is at the palm of our hands. We operate 5 different itineraries in Greece. We go to lesser islands where, you can't even literally go without our boats, so there's no ferries going or anything. So
you also do very exotic Greek islands too, so you're going to small things that I always joke. I mean, I have sailed around Greece, and I've sailed a lot of those Oos islands, and you go to all of them too, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, one of the beauties is that you get to see the Ionian Sea, which has, Italian architecture. You get to go to the Aegean Sea, where you get that Cycladic, traditional white shed houses. You go to Santorini, but then our secret Santorini is Folegandros, where very few people have visited.
That sounds amazing. That one I've never been to. I've been to Santorini a million times. I've been to Mykonos a million times. I have been to Samos, Syros, Milos. Milos is one of my favorite islands, actually. I really do like Milos a lot. Now, but you go beyond. This is the thing, is you started going beyond with West Africa, Seychelles, right?
Yes, that's right. One of our first global destinations was the Seychelles. Started going there since the 90s, so it's been an itinerary we've been operating for more than 30 years almost. But the thing about the Seychelles is we decided to make it a year-round product, just like Tahiti, which is our newly launched
product. We were going to talk about that. You just literally launched the idea of Tahiti, and you'll be doing, 7-day cruises out there or more?
Yes, we have, we specialize on 7-day adventures, but we do have longer itineraries catering for, more obscure destinations and off the beaten track. So I think in the Seychelles, we're launching also a 10 and 11-day product as well.
Well, yeah, there's those great things. Now, you told me something interesting about the Tahiti cruise, is that you're actually shipping the ship out to Papeete in Tahiti. It's not going to sail all the way. It's going to go on a big cargo ship, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you something. Being in the role of the CEO, you get to make some decisions that in the past you thought were a little bit obscure. So we used to travel our boats all around the world, and it takes, to go to Costa Rica, which is an example, a month. To go to Tahiti, it's 2 months. And we sat down with our operations team and we said, okay, let's look at what carbon emissions the trip would get, number one. Number two, let's also look at what the wear and tear of the engines would be and the safety of our crew. So we decided to spend a little bit more, but actually our boat, the Panorama 2, is going on a big tanker boat and getting all the way across the oceans to Papeete. It's arriving there on the 4th of January.
So it's coming up pretty soon, right?
Yes, absolutely. And on the 13th of January, we have our first customers joining. So we'll have 10 days where we're going to test.
You're going to go try it out yourself?
Absolutely. And
we're going to. What are you doing? The Society Islands or more?
The Society Islands and more. So it's it's a soft adventure, but it's also more around the culture. We want to really bring out the destination in the way we know how to deliver destinations, which is going into small local towns, going and swimming off the back of the boat, experiencing our amazing crew. Our crew is just spectacular. And I'm really excited to go there. I haven't been myself, so
you'll enjoy it. I've been there. Been lucky enough to be in there a few times. I usually go. Paul Gauguin has been out there forever. The Paul Gauguin cruise, they do a great job. But I think you're going to do it a little different because even Paul Gauguin is going to be larger than your ship.
Absolutely. The big question we get is, what is small ship cruising? And you go online and you Google small ship cruising, and you'll get 250 passenger, 500 passenger boats, maybe even 1,000 passenger boat. But then with us, if you're at 80% occupancy, you have 35 to 40 people traveling with you. So it's a really intimate environment. It's an environment where we get like-minded travelers, because you'll get like a 30-year-old honeymoon couple. Right. You'll get also an 85-year-old couple or solo travelers. We have a lot of solo travelers as well. So it's a very good mix. But on day one, they're all sitting together. They're speaking the same travel language.
It's not less age complex than attitude and demographic and people who are like-minded about seeing small ship and adventure, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Now, do you have any plans to acquire any more ships? Anything else coming up?
Our goal by 2050 is to be to have absorbed 1% of the global cruise industry. So, if you break it down in numbers and the size of the ships, that looks like 62 small ships.
Oh, okay.
So, today, if you ask me, do we have a new build on the way? No, we don't.
Or even builds that you can buy, things that because some of your ships you've bought over time, and you built some of them yourself, right?
Absolutely. As I said, we're a 360 vertically integrated business. So we design, build the boats. So we build them from scratch. And so what we currently have in plans is to upgrade our current fleet. So we have a plan. We're starting this year with the Harmony G, and it'll be unfolding in the years to come. So our initial plan is for the next 2 years to upgrade our existing fleet and then look for opportunities, because it's been a very rough time for the cruising industry.
Now, and we're just all suddenly getting back, and it's great that now you just unveiled sort of a new brand identity campaign. It's called A Better World at Sea. What is this intended to convey to guests for what you're doing?
The reality is we need a better world altogether. Right. We need a better world at sea. We need a better world on land. We need a better world as customers, as operators, as anything. And so I think the most important message around our vision is to really create, let's say, a team of people, including our staff, including, a journalist like yourself, including our customers, to really think of what world are we going to leave behind us. Right. travel can be a force for good, and we really believe that, you can go and have an impact in regions like the West African coast, where there's no travelers, there's not a lot of cruise companies, like the Gambia, which we can talk a little bit about. But overall, we want to have a vision and a purpose when working around it. So our goal is to really create adventures, but at the same time think of how are we going to have a positive impact in the region.
Well, that's it. And this is part of sort of renewed, you've always been focused on sustainability, but this is a renewed focus on sustainability with this campaign, right?
Absolutely. It's in our DNA, James. My grandfather, he used to take people back in the 50s, right, into UNESCO World Heritage Sites. He used to take them into old grandma's places and cook. And these things, and he used to be very cautious around how he built his ships and all of those things. But the previous generations didn't want to talk about it. They did it because, their heart was just around it. For us, we want to share the message. We actually feel proud of our efforts, and we want to continue spreading the good, positive vibes and words for the world to become a better place.
I absolutely agree, and that is every time I just finish a conference, we're focused totally on sustainability and the future. About we have to preserve our environment so we can have these wonderful travel places to go to, right?
Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, right? In no way do we claim to be the most sustainable company or the most philanthropic company or in any, but we are focused, and every decision we make in our business is around how are we going to have a positive impact for the world, for our customers, for our staff. So it's really trying for us to have a vision, a mission, and a tool way to get there.
Now, you talked a little bit about it, but who is the right customer for your Variety Cruises? It can be any demographic, any age, but you said it has to be an attitude, right?
It's absolutely an attitude, and for us, who's the ideal customer? Someone who wants to try the destination and go deeper into the destination. Our campaign is called Go Deeper, and it means go deeper into the destinations, go deeper into the cultures we visit, go deeper even the cultures that we have on board. So we have a vast variety of, on any trip you'll get more than 10 nationalities cruising together. You get our Greek staff members, our Egyptian sailors, our Mauritian caterers, our American customers, our British customers, so it's really, our ideal customer is a customer that wants to explore the world, that's adventurous, and that's willing to go with where the wind will take them. One of the things that's really obscure about our itineraries in Greece, for example, is when the wind's blowing hard, we will change itineraries. So it's not like a fixed itinerary. 12:03 you'll be there, and 12:15 you'll get out. You have to have an attitude of grace for travel, and you have to have a spirit of adventure.
Well, absolutely, and you can make your decision about where you're going depending on the wind, right? And I guess one question I didn't put in here, but what's the food on board? What do people eat?
The food on board is, we try to get a local cuisine, so, like local twist cuisine. So if you're in the Seychelles, you'll get, the local fruits, the local dishes, local fresh fish caught off the markets. But you'll get, typical American breakfast, with all your, everything you'd find in a 4-star hotel in the States. We'll make your eggs at a call, and then you'll have a sit-down dinner where the chef will have a la carte, but we'll also cater for obviously allergies, and we have vegan menus. We have all the things that you'd find in a 4-star great experience hotel.
Great. Now, we're going out to 109,000 travel agents out there. How would you tell them to really sell Variety Cruises to their clients?
The best way to sell Variety Cruises is to experience Variety Cruises. So I invite all of your 109, you said? Or
109,000 travel advisors.
109,000.
Maybe 110 by now. We keep going up.
Exactly. So I invite you all to come and try our product.
Not all on the same ship, because I don't think you can get 109,000 on there, right? Maybe 109.
I mean, that's 10 years of our inventory, so you're all welcome. But in reality, no, it's really to experience our product. If you happen to be close to a boat, because all these agents travel, just go and ask to join the boat and go see it on live. We're very open to allowing guests to come and see and feel it.
I've seen it. I've been walking on a pier and I saw, oh, there it is. That's Variety. So I went on board a few. Now, where can travel advisors go to get more information about Variety?
And one more thing which I really like about our website, which is people should go and check it out, is you can actually go and feel the ship. It's a 360 vertically, 3D dimensions. You can look at the bathrooms, you can look at all the spaces, even the engine rooms, but we decided not to allow that for purposes of safety and stuff. But the reality is you can feel our ships, not our experiences, on our website. So go check out our website. Is my first.
That's varietycruises.com, right?
Varietycruises.com, newly launched website. Lots into play. We're looking at allowing crypto bookings. We're allowing, friend request proposals. So we're playing a lot of games to get the agents to be attracted and the customers to come and experience.
Well, Filipos, it's been great to see you here. We're losing our light here in dark New York. The next interview we do, I promise you, we're going to be out in the sunny Greece somewhere, okay? And we're going to be doing this with an incredible background, okay?
Absolutely. Look forward to. Why not Tahiti? We have...
Tahiti, too. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You invite me over there.
You're invited.
All right, we'll come out.
And all of you guys are invited as well, so come and check it out.
Come on, all 109,000. Filipos is going to host, okay? Good deal.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity again, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.